Okay, here we are. It's Wednesday of the second week, and we had some trouble with the video on Monday. It wouldn't upload. It took forever to render, and then it took over 6 hours to upload. So obviously I did something wrong. And then once it got uploaded, YouTube couldn't find the thumbnails and stuff for it. So I appreciate you being patient with me while I get that worked out. I'm sure we're going to find a lot of bugs as I'm using this new technique. I'm doing this whole thing from my phone. I've got a webcam installed on my phone, and I'm doing the whole thing on my phone because this is just me exercising, and I'm hoping you follow along. If you started the video, let it finish in the background so that YouTube picks it up and says, "Hey, people are watching minutes." And if you watched it, and if you did anything while you were doing it, or if you thought about doing anything while you were doing it, go down in the comments and type in "thought about it," or "did it," or watched it, or left it on. Just let me know in the comments below what you're doing. Today we're going to do 3 sets of 30 on the shoulder high rings. I'm going to do pull-ups, and then I'm going to do 3 sets of 1.5 minute countertop planks, which I'm still sore from the last set, so we'll see how that. I've got the watch. We'll see how that works out. And then I'm going to put the push-ups back in. Somebody pointed out that I left the push-ups out, and initially I left the push-ups out so that I was worried about time constraints, and I was worried that it would take too much time to do both and keep it within a 30-minute schedule. But then, this is YouTube. You can fast forward through this part and keep it within 30 minutes. So I don't have to worry about the next scheduled program or the commercials. So if it takes us 35 minutes because I put the push-ups back in, then it takes us 35 minutes because I put the push-ups back in. So I'm going to do the push-ups here on the countertop. I'll do 3 sets of 25, and then I'll do some deep knee bends. So the rotation will be pull-ups, pull-ats, the push-ups, then the planks, and then I'll do some deep knee bends. And then when we go 3 rounds through each, then we'll go over to the treadmill, and we'll talk about excuses, we'll talk about motivations, we'll talk about things that keep me going, and then I want you to tell me about things that keep you going. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go 2 to 4 inches behind the line to decrease the intensity just a little bit. I mean, it's really not that much. Make sure if you set this up, first off, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a fitness guru, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not any of those things. If you take my advice, take it with a grain of salt, because I don't know anything. I'm learning it all off of YouTube, just like you are. If you're a doctor, a nutritionist, any of that stuff, please feel free to comment below and correct us and let us know what we're doing, what we could be doing differently. Also, be sure and consult a physician before you start any program that you think might give you fits or problems. These exercises that I'm doing because I'm severely overweight. I want to be able to do 5 pull-ups eventually. I want to be able to fit into some smaller clothes. They're designed to move me slowly into that instead of doing something immediately and making me quit because I'm too overwhelmed. So we up the intensity slowly. If you're just starting out, maybe go back to the first workout and start there. They're all online. So here we go, 2 to 4 inches behind the line. I'm going to lean. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Make sure that if you hook rings up to your pull-up bar, or if you work on your pull-up bar, make sure you're on the side that braces against the door frame and not the side that goes up against the door jamb. This side has no support. If you pull on here, you're just pulling against the flashing, the trim. If you go against here, you're bracing against the board across there and against the board across there, and it'll hold you. So make sure whatever you hook up to it or hang from is on the outside of the door and not the top of the door. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to go slow enough that the inertia is not pulling you, that the muscles are pulling you. 11, 12, 13, 14. I forgot to move my mat. 15, so my feet are sliding. 16, 17, we'll see if I bounce when I fall. 18, 19, everybody knows Bumbles bounce. 20, 21, 22, 23, ever fallen and bounced? 24, 25, happened to me once. 26 was a slip and slide incident. 27, 28, broke a rib. 29, 30, don't do that. Don't break a rib. Okay, so now we're going to the push-ups. I left these out on Monday. I'm putting them back in. I like to put my fingertips together so that my hands kind of make a diamond. That focuses the most of the workout in your triceps. But you can change the intensity by where you put your hands, by how close you put your feet to the counter. I'm going to go probably about a 50 to 60 degree angle. Mosquitoes! Not quite 45 yet. And what do we say, 25 of these? Because I haven't done any in a while, except for the ones I was doing on the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We may not make it to 25. 8, 9, 10, taking a step up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's stop at 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to stop at 20, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do the other five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's nothing at all says that we have to stick to any one intensity, and we can, as long as we do it. You just have to do it. So I'm going to set this for, let's just do it for 2 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. 90 seconds was a long time. Let's see if we can do it for 2 minutes. So again, about 50 degrees. Keep your back straight. Keep your chest up off your elbows. I'm going to move the mat so that I'm not sliding around. This is boring, and time just trickles by like this. I can feel this in my sides. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when we move to the floor. Oh my goodness. And my feet are slipping still. Might have to get me a non-slip mat. I'm not holding very good position. I'm like professional leaning. I can feel this in my butt. We're not even at 90 seconds. Seriously, I can feel this in my sides. I can feel this in my gut. I can feel this in my butt. Planes seem to make time stop. Okay, 10 more seconds. Isn't that the longest 10 seconds ever? I mean, that 10 seconds takes forever. It's just like 10 seconds. What? Surely that was a year. All right, let's do some deep knee bends. One, deep. 2, 3, keep them back straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 of those. I don't know if the mat actually helps me stop sliding around, mostly because it's got dog hair all on it. It's hard to keep dog hair out of everything when you have 3 dogs, and they're all winter dogs, and you live where it's perpetually summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whew, things are a little shaky there. All right, back to the push-ups. See if I can get 20 more here before I have to go back to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, the socks, 21, 22, 23, I'm not dead, 24, 25. I'm not dead yet. Okay. Planks. All right. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. I'm not sure that helps. 30 seconds. Does that help? I don't think that helps. 40 seconds. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'll just do it like when I tell you that we're halfway there, which we're not. Now we're halfway there. What year is it even? Oh, goodness. This is burning in all kinds of weird places. Almost there. Five, four, three, two, one. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. It just burns in all kinds of weird places, like right here, and right here, and right here. I don't even understand the science behind it. All right. What do we do? 10 knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's it. Drink water if you need to. Hydrate. Breathe. Catch your breath. Okay. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why I got excited on 10. 11, 12, 13. I have to stop and remember what comes after 12. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I didn't want to talk because I didn't want to accidentally add one more to that. Whew. All right. Push-ups. Whose idea was this nonsense? Ooh, I got a shirt that says, "I sleep with the art teacher. If I lose his gut, I can sleep a little closer to her." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whew, I'm not dead yet. But I feel this. Go. Longest 2 minutes ever. Einstein's theory of relativity. This 2 minutes seems like a long time because we don't like it. 2 minutes doing planks is a very long time. Sitting next to a pretty girl for 2 minutes doesn't seem like nearly long enough. That's the theory of relativity in a heartbeat for you. It's all relative. Look, I got sweat running down my glasses. About to drip like in Mission Impossible. Oh no, I set the alarms off. 1 minute. Woohoo! Starting to feel and look like Tom Cruise now. Bet Tom Cruise never had to do countertop planks though. It's okay, I'm taller than him. Minute and a half. Ooh, goodness. I don't know how I'm going to do it when I get to the floor. I got to figure out how to do it on the floor because I don't want to be in the midst of all that dog hair and stuff. Maybe I'll get one of them big mats I can roll out and roll back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! We survived it. My arms don't work right now. Whew. Seriously, I don't want to move my arms. Ouch. Okay, so deep knee bends. 10 up, 10 times. You do not have to keep pace with me. And you could still be doing chair sit downs or leg lifts. You can put your sit on the edge of the chair and just lift your legs up in front of you. Anything. You don't have to do the same exercises I'm doing. Just move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew. Whew. Give me a little drink of poo. Just a little drinky poo. All right. And then let's move to the treadmill. I should hang different artwork every week. I have another channel called The Artistic Biker. Many of you followed me over here from that, or followed me from hybrid calisthenics, where I first interacted as the Artistic Biker. So I could put up different artwork every week. All right, let's hook up our safety mechanism so that if I fall, it doesn't just roll me like so much pizza dough. All right, so we're going 2 minutes at 2.5, 5 minutes at 3, and then 3 minutes at 3.5. So we'll start at 2.5. So let's talk about excuses. Today's excuse was I didn't want to have to put my socks on. So much effort to put my socks on, right? I was comfortable downstairs. I was drinking a cold glass of water, watching YouTube videos, playing a little Hero Wars. I don't know if you play that. Well, kind of addictive. It's nothing like what they show you on Facebook, but it's kind of addictive. Reading the news, going through all the same 5 apps over and over and over. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, my email app, and what was the other one? Messenger. Just going through the same 5 apps over and over and over. And every time I thought, I know I have to go exercise. 3.Diva Dave sent me a text message, told me all the exercises he was doing and how much it was of an inspiration to think that we were doing exercises together. And then my buddy Lori made the comment that she is training for a marathon, and so she puts the videos on and lets them play while she exercises on her treadmill. She doesn't do what I'm doing, where 2.5 miles at any, not 2.5 miles an hour at anything like that. She does like 20 miles on a thing that the pedals move when you step on them like a Stairmaster, but they also roll like a treadmill, so that it's like running through snow or on the beach or through shallow water. Going up to 3. Because she runs marathons. She keeps trying to get me to train and run. I hate running. I'd rather face down a bull elephant than run away. It's always been mostly boring. Hurts my knees, hurts my ankles. You know, all the excuses. You know, maybe I could take up swimming. I've been telling my youngest daughter, she's 6, she just turned 16. Good Lord. I've been telling her, she hurt her knees playing soccer, but she would run and her little ponytail would stick out behind her, almost straight out like a horse when she'd run. Beautiful. But I've been telling her that she could take up swimming and swim laps, and then she could maintain her fitness without hurting her knees. But I have not taken that advice. Probably should. But what's your excuse? Put it in the comments below. What kind of things do you say to yourself to talk yourself out of it? Today was socks. Seriously. When you go to work and come home, you've already got socks on. Now you slip into your tennis shoes and start working out. But I didn't have socks on, and so I knew that I was going to have to come upstairs, find socks and put socks on, put my tennis shoes on. I know it sounds dumb. It really does. But I guarantee you there's 20 million other people out there just like me with the same thought. I don't want to change clothes. That's too much effort. I don't want to go upstairs. That's too much effort. I don't want to go outside. That's too hot. That's why I posted the things on Monday's video of the lighter exercises with me walking in place for 10 minutes instead of walking on a treadmill for 10 minutes, or sitting on the bench over there eating popcorn. I thought that'd be funny. Nobody commented on it though, but I thought that'd be funny. But I guarantee you there's at least 20 million other people out there with the exact same excuse that I had today. It's too much effort to put my socks on. And so every day we're going to highlight, every workout, we're going to highlight the main excuse. Now I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear real excuses. No, I understand there's real excuses. Like my parent died and I couldn't get out of the fetal position. Or my dog died and I was consoling my whole family. Or I got COVID and they won't let me out of the hospital. Yeah, these are all very real excuses that you know, we understand that. I want to hear the excuses that when you say them out loud, you're kind of embarrassed to admit that you actually said them. Like socks. Or I just took my shoes off. Or I just poured me a glass of tea. Or I just found my program on the television or on the YouTube. You know, everybody's got one. And I'm not shaming you. I'm saying I've got them too. And so I'm going to highlight mine today with socks. But I knew I had to do it because 3.Diva Dave is outside walking. My friend Lori is running on her snowbound elliptical, whatever she does, because she's crazy with her training for marathon nonsense. You know, my mom and dad are walking up and down the block. I had all these people doing it with me. And then I've got all of you. Been very encouraging. Going up to 3.5. It's been very encouraging. Telling me I can do it. Telling me I got this. I think I went up to 3.5 too soon. Did we say we were going to do the last 3 minutes at 2.5? Yeah. Because it was 2 minutes at 2.5, 5 minutes at 3, and 3 minutes at 3.5. That's what we said. If I put my hands here, we could see my heart rate. Let's see what my heart rate says. Measuring. Am I my target? Ooh, we don't need to know that. He's gonna die. He's gonna have a heart attack right there on the screen. 8 minutes. I promise you, if I feel like I'm in any kind of a bind, I'm going to slow it down. But right now I think we're good. It is hot here in this window, and I did turn the fan off so that it wouldn't dampen the microphone. I can tell you this. Monday I forgot to enter a meal into my meal tracker, and so I didn't enter the calories. And just like that, the cycle was broken. I didn't do it Tuesday. Here we are at the end of Wednesday, and I haven't made an entry in my planner. So tonight I have to sit down and make all those entries in my planner before I forget, because I'm old. It's real easy for me to completely forget that I ate a box of candy when I was supposed to be eating, pork rinds. I love pork rinds. Tonight, my good friend Mark's birthday, so we're going out. So I'm probably going to have 6-ounce steak and a salad, but I may indulge in some beer tonight. Just a couple. Michelob Ultra. If you're looking to sponsor me, Michelob Ultra, if you're watching, call me. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Time 9:50. Woo! That was a good 10 minutes. All right, we'll go back down to 2 miles an hour for a minute, just to get the buzzing out of my legs. 2 miles an hour is really slow, though. We're just going for a minute. Two miles an hour is slow after what I was doing at 3.5 miles an hour. 2 miles an hour is not slow if that's what you're doing, as long as you're doing something. I bet my mom and dad, who are in their 70s, are probably only walking about 2 miles an hour, and I couldn't be more proud. My parents are like me. They've struggled with their weight their whole lives, except my dad. When he was a teenager, he was like this big around. All right, well guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for encouraging me to get up off the couch. Thank you for helping me not put food in my mouth for 30 minutes. Again, if you followed along, leave a comment, say did it. If you just watched for entertainment, say watched it. And share it with your friends. Tell people that, hey, check this guy out. Maybe you want to play with us too. Maybe your friends want to play with us too. And thank you so much. Peace out.